which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think it's kind of cool. All right, so it looks like we are live. So that's our camera right there.
It's like now.
Okay, so we're live now, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Does it look like? Mm-hmm.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos de nuevo, ¿verdad? Al programa de Next Gen y la comunidad. Aquí estamos preparándonos y como saben, esto es en vivo y estamos aquí preparándonos, saludándolos a todos.
I'm sorry, let me turn this down. So we are live.
Se oyen dos voces por ahí, pero pues así es, ¿verdad? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿verdad? Qué bueno que nos siguen acompañando. Tenemos hoy, ¿verdad? Pues aquí el creador de Next Gen, Omar Robles.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Omar Robles here, designated broker, owner of Next Gen Real Estate. Again, coming to you from Studio 320.
Desde Estudio 320.
Right, from the
Studio
Maryvale
320.
location, our Maryvale office. So thank you for joining us.
Así es, ¿verdad? Y hoy tenemos también un invitado especial con nosotros. Tenemos el gran honor, ¿verdad?, de tener a Carlos Velasco.
Carlos
¿Cómo
Velasco.
estás?
Muy bien, pues muy agradecido y también muy honrado de estar aquí en la presencia de ustedes con esta gran organización, con esta gran marca de Next Gen.
Oh, perfect. And you know, one of the things too, Carlos, is, you know, this show that we started, of course, you know, we sell real estate. That's our business. And real estate is very tied into the community. It has to be. We're selling people homes that they're going to live in for a long time. And having that community component is huge for us. So the last few shows that we've had on, we featured the Maryvale Police Captain. We featured Jessica Rubio from Alas. We featured Anthony Estrada from Garfield Elementary, who he's an educator, so he does a lot for his community. And you know, as far as like having the types of guests that we need on this show, I really appreciate you coming to the show because you are a local leader. You do a lot for the community, and that's part of this show is not only sharing the listings, which we are going to share a number of our exclusive listing opportunities with you guys, and you guys see the phone number there is on the bottom. So phone number and our website if you need any real estate help, if you want to buy or sell, or just simply want a free consultation, we're here for that. But as far as Carlos, being able to feature and being able to speak to our community leaders is super important for the show. So Carlos, you are a good friend, but you're also a community leader, and we appreciate everything you do. So we're going to talk a little bit more about your business, which is Noble. And I know that at the end of the day, I guess if I was to say, give us a mission statement, and you and I have talked about what mission statements are, and it's about your brand. It's not a super long, played out, generic, this is what we do, this is what everyone says, right? Tell us a little bit more about Noble, and we'll share your links on the interview as well, so people can learn more about you. But as far as Noble, just give us a little background on why you started it and where you're at and where you plan on going.
Well, again, thank you so much for the opportunity. I think, you know, I'm a community activist turned entrepreneur, if you want to call it, right? So Noble really came from this idea that we wanted to activate good brands into the Latino community in a way that is meaningful but also profitable, right? That's really at the core of our mission is how do we get brands like yours and other brands to do activation work behind community and for the community to understand the meaning behind what you guys do, right? Which is so important, right? Home ownership in this case is such a pillar for our community to build wealth. So we love working with brands who really look at their purpose as just higher than just selling a product or service, who really see their position of helping the prosperity of the Latino community. So that's what Noble is, man. Very simple. We're community activators. That's in our slogan.
Right.
And again, in everything that we do, we believe in that. We believe in connecting those brands to the Latino community, and we bring meaning to the work. Right?
And before we really get rolling with the show, let's learn a little bit more about you, about Carlos Velasco, the rabid Cardinals fan. You were crying. You know, they're 1-6, right? The Cardinals are horrible,
they are.
right? But hey, I know you're a big Cardinals fan, but let's know a little bit more about you, your hometown, where you went to school, and what inspired you to be such a great community leader?
Well, I was born in Ecuador, in a city called Guayaquil. I lived there till I was 12. Moved to live in the U.S. with my aunt and my uncle when I was 12 years old. So that started my life here in the U.S. Went to high school. Went to college for a couple months, and then figured out that, hey, that wasn't it for me at that time. Did some corporate America, and then became an entrepreneur at 27. I've been in Arizona now for 15 years, and I actually started in the financial planning field, and then through life landed at the Arizona Hispanic Chamber, and then that's really what my work with the small business community began. Founded Fuerza Local, and then in between I just did a bunch of community activation work, right? Behind different things, politics, education, and whatever it may be. On the personal side, I'm a proud parent of 3 children, 18,
Right.
17, and 5 years old, and my wife and I have been together now we're about to celebrate our 9th year anniversary, so I'm very proud
congrats.
of those things.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I'm just, at the core of everything for me has always been community. I really get a lot of joy behind the fact that I can walk into a space and be in a place where I see you, Teddy, we have
Yep, we have
community,
Teddy
man.
Castro, the mayor of Litchfield
Yeah,
Park.
that we're not just
He's back there,
yeah.
so we'll get him on camera in a little bit.
That we've built some. We have our professional, but we also have our friendships, man.
Right.
We have our family, so for me that sense is very important. The sense of community.
Perfect, perfect. I know we have some comments rolling through and whatnot, but as far as what did you see as far as like what inspired you to actually get involved with the community? What was it about doing this that really inspired you?
I think it's the potential. We are living the American dream in many ways, right? A lot of us just came to the state. We're second, third generation, and we are really the core, the pillar of this country at this point, right?
Right.
Secession is happening, the branding of America, what they call it. So for me, I wanted to be a contributor, a small contributor, to make sure that we're able to reach that full potential, that our Latino community has the prosperity they deserve, and that we are just a true representation of what this country is and what this country wants to become.
Right.
That's what inspires me, man.
And it's just about having a seat at the table. I think that's probably the biggest problem, is all these decisions are made in the Latino community, a lot of times for the Latino community, but no Latinos are really involved in a lot of those.
We see a lot of that.
A lot of that decision making. So what you're doing is just amazing, Carlos.
Appreciate it.
And Frank Navarro, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿qué tal?
He's going to translate everything we just said. No, it's not true.
No todo, ¿verdad? Porque tenemos a todo el auditorio que nos escucha y que
Spanglish.
entiende español, que entiende inglés, así que siempre compartimos aquí, ¿verdad? Y muy interesante lo que Carlos Velasco está platicando acerca de lo que él ha hecho y cómo viene, pues es de nuestra gente, que es desde el Ecuador, ¿verdad? Desde
What is your
Guayaquil.
website for Noble? I'm gonna let's see here.
We are Noble.
Let's see, Noble.
We are Noble.
I'm gonna. Okay, we are Noble. I'm
We
gonna.
are Noble.com.
Okay, perfect. So what I'm gonna do at Noble.
Hay que poner right here, you know.
Let's see.
We
here.
are Noble.
We're gonna share some information. We do this
Noble
stuff
is
live, guys. So
N-O-V-L-E.
Noble. It almost sounds like Robles.
Nobles, yeah, Robles, Nobles.
At Noble. So just so you guys can get a little bit more information about Carlos. So we're adding that link here to the conversation.
Appreciate that, guys, very much.
So we want to be able to saludar a few people that are watching us. So as we're looking here, I know we have a number of people. We have Cynthia. How are you? We have our friends over at Driggs Title. I believe that's Julio Beltran, right?
Julio Beltrán, ahí, tremendo
Watching
center.
us, right? Thank you, Julio. Eddie Cisterna is watching us as well. So if I
Nayeli.
butcher her name, I apologize, guys. I
Nayeli
really do.
Bueno.
Nayeli, how are you, Nayeli? She's on with us as well. So we have a number of people here that are watching our interview here with Carlos Velasco from Noble. We are Noble.com. And again, Carlos, the things that we like to do on this show is talk about our community leaders and the things that we do. So before we get more into the show, we're gonna share a few links as far as a few homes that we have for sale. So let's see here. We should start putting those in the comments now. So I know one of the properties that we have. Let's see here, Frank. Can we pull it up here, or I'll pull it up for you guys here. Is Claudia? Claudia, are you going to post those properties, please, on the links? So the first property that we're going to have posted here in the comments is a listing that we have. It's over on 2218 North 53rd Avenue in Phoenix. Let's see here. I'm going to actually pull up the, oh, you sent me that one on Almeria. So let's see here. All right, this listing is a beautiful next-gen listing. Let's see here. And then we have another listing. Let's see here. Let's pull up. Let's post 2348 West Sunnyside Drive. That is Jessica Molina's listing. That is 214, so 215,000. Beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath, almost 1,600 square feet. So we'll post that link in the comments for you guys. You can take a look at it, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We have another beautiful listing at 6247 West Almeria Road. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, almost 1,700 square feet. Is that a Brody special?
Ya, tenemos especiales
It's a
en
Brody
Maribel,
Frank
¿verdad?
Navarro.
En Almeria tenemos la 6247 West Almeria, ¿verdad? Que tenemos un precio muy bueno, son 4 recámaras, con una yarda bonita, con gate, ¿verdad? Con reja, todo eso por enfrente, que puede tener muy a gusto sus niños sin que se les salgan ahí, ¿verdad? Así que es una oportunidad que tenemos.
Que no salgan ahí, pues siempre pasa
Que
el
no se
ice cream man,
salgan.
right? It's always dangerous with the ice cream man.
Wink,
Right.
wink, wink, wink.
Right. So again, guys, you know, as far as getting back to the interview, I know a few things that we talked about. And first off, let's see here. Let's say hello to a few people. So I see Driggs title, Julio, U.S. Army, HUA 11 Bravo. That's right, 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault. If we have any veterans watching the show, thank you for your service. I salute you. We are brothers in arms and sisters, right? Females in the military too. We have Cynthia. Say hello again to Cynthia. And let's see, we have Aaron Alvarado watching as well. So is Elsa Sanchez. So we have a few people just hopping off and on here. Let's see here. So as far as the topic for the show, Carlos, you know, one of the things we like to do here is, you know, talk about, you know, any community programs that you guys are supporting right now, and also community relations as far as in how that's all put together. But do you want to talk a little bit about community programs that you have? And we have our sheet here, but the first one here, let's see here, is
The dream is inclusive.
the Dreamers Inclusive.
The dream is inclusive.
Dream is inclusive. So, and you'll give us a web link to be able to share.
Yeah.
Because after this podcast, which is live, we do put it on our Facebook channel. So then you'll get all the links. We'll clean it up just a little bit. You know, we like to keep it real as well.
En YouTube channel.
And then YouTube,
YouTube channel.
youtube.xgreal.com. youtube.xgreal.com is where we put all of our content. So we'll get the video a little cleaned up here, and we'll put all those links in the description of the show. So let's talk about the Dream is Inclusive.
Yeah, so that's actually one of, we're very proud to be working with one of our clients, which is related to the mortgage industry with OnQ Financial. So they have rolled out this vision called The Dream is Inclusive. So really, this is an advocacy campaign behind the idea that the dream should be inclusive, that everyone deserves that opportunity for home ownership. So we're very proud, again, to be partnering with OnQ Financial in this program of The Dream is Inclusive. It's a multicultural initiative. They're one of the very few companies who are not only talking about inclusivity, but walking the walk, right? They have translated all their documents in Espanol. And again, we're just bringing awareness behind this idea and beginning to create dialogue around what we have to do to make sure that everyone can have that inclusivity in the dream. From a standpoint of the financial world, we work with Mass Mutual. We have an advocacy campaign there called Prosperidad. A lot of what NARA talks about is about closing the wealth gap, right?
Right.
So one of the pillars that we understand is that Latinos, we have to begin to build the culture of planning, right? Protection, planning, legacy building. So we are working on this Prosperidad initiative to begin to build the culture behind financial advising. We're also working with an organization called Lucha. A lot of people know this brand. They're big social justice advocates. We have developed an advocacy campaign called Lazos, which is focused on bringing more small local businesses into civic engagement, right? This idea that the business community is a pillar. They're a strong voice when it comes to creating politics and policies that impact community in a positive way. So we want to have more of that small business community participating and being civically active, whether it's by what you guys do, which is give back, right? You drive water, food, serve in different boards, or whether it's to go to the Capitol and advocate on behalf of the community. Those aspects of advocacy are very important from the business community. So that's what Lazos is about, working with and working with various other organizations in the same format. East Valley Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, we're helping to build their membership. We're working with the Los Abogados. Thank you so much for your support.
Oh, you're welcome. That was a lot of fun.
Say that Next Gen made a significant contribution towards in money and time to give monies to Latino students that are going to law school.
Right.
Again, thank you so much for that thing. And then Fuerza Local, right?
Right.
Fuerza Local is an incubator for migrant entrepreneurs who provide them education, money, and credit.
Right.
And then Fortaleza, which is something based around bringing awareness behind domestic violence in our community. So, as you can tell, we're really busy.
You have your plate full.
A lot of work, man.
So before, we're getting ready to start the show.
Sure.
Right? I mean, you were taking a number of phone calls and whatnot. And, I had the headsets on, so I was listening to everything. Because we're all mic'd up, right? We're all mic'd up. I only just a little bit, so I only listened to a little bit. So, as far as, like, everything that you do, Carlos, it's just amazing. Everything that you do. And we have a few partners that we work with that are just super amazing, and they do a lot. And sometimes it's hard to believe like how much they're able to do with 24 hours in a day, because you still got to sleep, right? You still got to shower,
you still have a family,
you still got to
soccer
eat,
practice,
and I'm just talking about the basics, right? And then you still have all the family things.
Absolutely.
And one of those friends also is we have tacos here, so we're talking to you guys right now, but just across this little wall that we have, there's a huge taco buffet. So we're gonna eat some tacos here shortly. But Brenda, are you in there? Can you come here, please? See, this show's live, guys.
Love it.
We're on the podcast, so I want you to come around over here. And, we're just talking about people that are just great for the community. I know you're part of NARP. You're not mic'd up, so they really won't be able to hear you too much.
Oh, that's okay. I'll be here.
Okay, perfect. So I just want you to say hello to everybody. This is
Hello,
Brenda
everyone.
Quintana.
Nice to meet you.
So she's another hard worker that really supports not only Next Gen, but just so many different associations she's involved in. And I don't know how you're able to do it, but that's what makes you incredible, is that you are able to do it. And this is another gentleman, same thing. With your family and your professional life, it's just what you guys do is just super inspiring, and we're grateful that you're one of our partners.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Pete. Perfect. All right, so let's see here. Let's keep this thing going here. So you guys all just said hi to Brenda. So Brenda's going to be eating some tacos over there, right?
Yeah.
Save us some, please.
Ajá. Algo que queríamos preguntarle también, Carlos, ahorita en español, ¿verdad? Lo que son de todos estos programas de comunidad. O sea, nos sorprende que estás involucrado en muchas cosas que son de ayuda a la comunidad. Y veo que mucho de esto está comunicado mucho a nuestra comunidad, ¿verdad? Lo que es latina, como la Cámara de Comercio, ¿no? Cámara de Comercio Hispana.
Del este,
¿verdad? Del este, del lado oeste. También podemos ir los del oeste, también para allá.
No, sí, es que ellos se están queriendo diferenciar entre, porque hay una Cámara de Comercio de Arizona y ellos son específicamente para el este del valle, sí.
Perfecto.
Pero Fuerza Local trabaja
Local,
primordialmente en las áreas de Maribel y la parte oeste de
ok. Fuerza Local, estabas diciendo que es algo donde se puede unir toda la gente que son emprendedores,
Correcto.
que tienen negocios, que quieren educarse, tener más conocimiento de finanzas y todo eso, ¿verdad? Algo así.
Entonces, Fuerza Local se creó un acelerador de negocios. Es algo que me gustaría abrirle a toda la comunidad empresarial. Es un programa de aceleración donde tú aplicas y te califican, entras en un proceso de estudio de los fundamentos empresariales, ¿no? Aprendes todo desde contabilidad, mercadotecnia, branding, entidad legal, planificación. Y al final del programa, cuando te gradúas, el programa dura 6 meses, te dan una beca de $2,000 para que, como un dinerito para que empieces,
empezar a invertir, ¿no? O publicidad, lo que quieras hacer.
Correctamente. Te dan un fondo de $2,000, te dan una línea de crédito de $4,500 a 3% de interés, y también te dan mentoría. Entonces, este programa se creó hace 4 años y hoy ha creado un impacto económico de más de $1 millón dentro de nuestra comunidad. dentro de nuestra comunidad empresarial latina.
Y es que es muy interesante esto que dices, ¿verdad? Porque es algo que nosotros siempre comentamos a la gente que quiere emprender negocios. Que nosotros conocemos a alguien que es muy bueno para hacer algo. Por ejemplo,
Sí.
conocemos a doña Cuquita que sabe hacer muy buenas empanadas.
Claro.
Y dicen, pues esa señora puede poner su negocio.
Sí.
Pero esa señora nomás sabe hacer empanadas.
Sí, sí.
No tiene el conocimiento de una empresa, de qué es lo que son los riesgos, qué son los ingresos, o sea, lo que son los retornos de inversión
Claro.
y todo eso. Entonces, es muy interesante tener una organización aquí en Arizona, ¿verdad? Que se llame Fuerza Local, donde te pueden orientar a que seas un empresario de verdad.
Exactamente. Y ahí creo que es la palabra clave, es orientación, ¿no? Uno como empresario no puede ser bueno en todas las cosas,
Ajá.
pero si tiene uno un entendimiento en general de lo que es lo que se requiere,
Ajá.
entonces ya uno puede trabajar con diferentes profesionales para que le ayuden a capacitar su negocio de la manera apropiada. Y para evitar, tú sabes, problemas con el IRS, el negocio acarrea mucha liabilidad. Entonces todos esos componentes van dentro de Fuerza Local, pero lo que te quiero compartir es que dentro del programa, una vez que se hace la encuesta, ¿no? Algo que nos sorprende mucho es que, aunque le damos dinero, educación y crédito, lo que la gente más valora es el aspecto comunitario. El aspecto de que pertenecen a una comunidad de empresarios, que no están solos, porque entonces empezar un negocio es muy difícil. Entonces, pues eso nos inspira a continuar esa labor con Fuerza Local y te digo, a la líder Tanari Ochoa, que ahora lidera el movimiento, están haciendo un trabajo muy bueno y es el primer tipo de movimiento nacional. No hay un movimiento igual como Fuerza Local dentro de este país, entonces estamos muy orgullosos por esa labor que se hizo y fue parte de una visión comunitaria, no fue una visión mía, fue un deseo que tuvimos entre unos 10, generamos un comité, generó Fuerza Local, se generó el acelerador y ahora pues existe, ¿no? Para que la gente tome provecho.
Wow, importante, ¿verdad? Así que consulte los teléfonos ahí de Carlos Velasco. Métanse a la página We Are Noble. We Are Noble con B chica.
Y LIE.
LIE.com, ¿verdad? Ahí pueden encontrar más información. Tiene varias organizaciones que está apoyando. Los abogados. También yo cuando oía a los abogados pensé que eran puros abogados, ¿eh?
Sí. Bueno, la mayoría de la membresía de ellos son abogados latinos.
Sí.
Pero obviamente estamos abriéndole las puertas a que otras personas participen. Porque pues todo es una red de profesionales que ustedes trabajan mucho con abogados también. A veces en necesidades de contratos. Sí. Bueno, la parte positiva y no
Claro,
no,
siempre hay bronca cuando se tiene que llamar al abogado.
El abogado, pero pues,
sí, así
siempre
decía
hay un bronca.
Sí.
Por eso le decían a un niño, ¿no? Le decía a su papá, oye, ¿por qué dijiste que yo trabajaba de músico, de un table? Dice, ¿por qué no dijiste mi profesión? Es que me dio vergüenza decir que eras abogado.
Sí, tienen esa reputación, pero
no, es tremendo, ¿no? Yo estoy con un abogado todos los 24 horas, ¿verdad? Mi esposa es abogada.
ya sabes,
Detectiva,
ya
¿qué
sabes
más?
del mundo,
Así
entonces.
que detective y todo, ¿no?
Chef, ¿qué más?
Así que tengo quien me defienda, no
Ya,
estoy
sí,
solo.
Sí. Lo más chistoso de estar con ellos es que te hacen paranoico de todo, ¿no?
Sí.
Cada vez que estoy con ellos siempre estoy pensando en la viabilidad, porque ellos así trabajan, ¿no? Entonces pues
Con
es
el
algo
miedo,
muy
¿no? Con
bueno.
el miedo, sembrar
Sí,
miedo.
tienen por proteger.
Vamos a traer al Teddy.
Teddy Castro.
Come on in, brother.
Teddy.
We want you to say hello to everyone. So, Teddy Castro,
What's up, my man?
Next Gen Real Estate. Blessed to have him. So,
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
good. Here, you know Carlos Velasco.
That's the man right here.
Good
He's
friend.
everywhere. It's anywhere.
Hey, that's the job. That's the work.
So, Teddy, you have a few words for our people here?
Just want to appreciate these guys. Pray. Can you hear me?
I got it.
Okay. Carlos, love seeing these guys at the office as well as all the events. So, gotta tell you, it's a great company. If you have any questions, call these guys. Call me. We'll make it happen for you.
Estudio 320.
And it's very true. So, Teddy
Yes.
is currently the vice president of the NARUP Greater Phoenix chapter, and next year you'll be the 2019 president.
Be the president.
Super proud of that. So it's a great position,
Oh.
Teddy, and
Wow.
and it's an honor to have you here with us and to be in the company. And
Yes.
yes, the mayor of Litchfield Park.
When you come
Well-
to Litchfield, call me.
That's
Yeah.
it. You got to get permission. So I've heard that. I've posted on social media.
Yeah.
I'm at the Palms or Old Pueblo Cafe, and I'm telling you, right when I hit send, I get a text from Teddy, like, "Hey, You didn't clear this with me.
What's going
Gotta
on?
check in, man.
going on?
Gotta check in. So.
Check in, see if I'm available.
That's good.
That's right. No, it's always good times, Teddy. So thank you,
Good
you,
job,
brother.
guys. Great show. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Teddy.
Gracias, Teddy.
Perfect. All right, guys. So let's have a little bit of fun now. So
Yeah.
we're gonna wind down the show. I think Carlos has given us some great information, and let's talk about some good stuff here. So your favorite movie is?
It's The Godfather, right? And I think the reason why is because it's that American story, right? The orphan that comes to the U.S. and then
An immigrant
an
story.
immigrant, yeah,
An American story.
yeah, an American story,
Same thing,
an immigrant
yeah.
American story, man. So, and then other core values is around family and community, and so I don't know. I love that. I've always loved that movie, and yeah, that's it, man. That's
So you liked?
just tells our story.
I liked part 2 more than part 1,
Did you really?
but it was so close, so
Yeah.
close. But yeah, great.
No, part
movie,
2 is because that's where they tell the story of the Godfather. Right?
Vito, yeah.
Vito, yeah, Vito.
Vito's
Corleone,
always
so-
there. All right, so favorite show here.
You're gonna try to read that?
You have
So,
like doctor writing.
One of the things that my wife and I love to do, it's a lot of times we just lounge on the couch on Sundays, right? So
Uh-huh.
we have mutual shows, so we watch the show called Insecure, right? And we watch Ballers with, ¿cómo se llama el fútbol player?
El Rock.
The Rock, y también Ingobernable con la, ¿cómo se llama esta? La Kate del Castillo.
Oh,
Está muy buena también ese show de
la reina del
la,
sur.
la Reina del Sur, algo así. Entonces, pues sí, pues eso es este es seasonal, right?
There you go.
Tenemos
Season.
estos, y estos son los shows que estamos ahorita disfrutando.
Perfect. And then also, being in business, being an entrepreneur, one of the things about being an entrepreneur, and I think probably at the root of every entrepreneur, is that you have to be inspired, right? And there's a lot of things that inspire us daily and at the very beginning. And one of the things that inspires entrepreneurs are quotes. And there's so many great quotes out there. And I asked you for one. So will you share your quote with us that inspires you?
I think, again, quotes are seasonal as well, right? Depending on where you are. So
Yeah.
Nike, as you know, has been now building their brand on this idea that it's about advocating for social issues. So they
Right.
have this Kaepernick commercial that I saw yesterday that says, it's only crazy until you do it.
Right.
And I think that's true, man. To be an entrepreneur, you have to be a little crazy, right? To go out there and know that you depend on your work, you depend on your hustle. It takes a lot of craziness, and
Right.
and a lot of people through the journey tell you, man, you're crazy. Yeah, you're crazy. When I built
Right.
Noble, you're crazy.
Ahí se le llama a los soñadores,
Sí.
¿no? ¿Creéis? Están locos.
Están locos, pero después cuando lo haces ya
Yo siempre,
ya deja
creí,
de
yo
ser
siempre
una
creí
locura.
en ti.
Sí, yo siempre creí, sí. Yo te dije. It's like, sí, ¿verdad? Me dijiste. No, sí me acuerdo. Entonces, I really like this quote. that
Son
I
los
heard.
atrevidos, ¿verdad? Los locos, los atrevidos, los que se atreven a ir más allá, ¿verdad?
Más allá, tener
Y eso
su
es interesante
independencia.
tener este grupo aquí, ¿verdad? ¿Qué
Sí.
sabe?
It's only crazy until you do it, man.
It's only crazy until you do it. You are absolutely correct, my friend. All right, so favorite restaurant?
Man, cualquier lugar que tenga chips y salsa y una buena michelada. There's a few. So,
Right.
El Comedor Guadalajara.
Y la banda, dicen, no la...
Es la
No tan, a veces que la banda como es
No
como
deja ni
just too
platicar,
loud,
¿no?
sometimes,
Sí,
yeah.
pero
I still love banda.
Sí,
Una banda de jazz.
si tuviera un último mío, eso fuera chips y salsa y una michelada.
Una michelada.
No sé, es como comfort para mí.
Comforting.
Me encanta.
All right, and your favorite team? I think I
Cardinals,
noted
man.
los
yes,
Cardinals.
Lo chistoso es que yo me convertí en fan de fútbol americano aquí,
Sí.
porque creo que fue 2 o 3 años que después que llegué, los Cardenales llegaron al Super Bowl. Y todavía en ese tiempo yo no tenía el deporte, pero me hice un wagon fan, ¿no? Salté en el wagon.
Sí.
Y después me obsesioné, leí toda la historia del fútbol y comencé a apreciar el deporte y pues ahora somos season ticket holders y hacemos el tailgate. Y I'm that guy. Cuando voy a Los Ángeles a ver a mi familia, I'm the guy with the jersey on Sundays.
Right, right,
I'm
right.
that guy, man. so that's,
Con el Cardinals
Tengo
jersey.
mi travel bag con los Cardinals logo and el toothbrush with the Cardinals logo. So anyway.
Everything with Cardinals logo.
Pues no le hace.
Está
We're
bien.
1-6, pero ahí estamos.
You know
Loyal
what?
fans, bro.
Sometimes you have to. Sometimes losing is necessary.
Yeah.
That's what. Especially when you're rebuilding something.
Sí.
And it's just it's not good to watch, right? But
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's how
painful.
you get better sometimes. But that's a long story.
Mira, and I'll tell you something that's unique to being a Cardinal fan. that I'm gonna be there hopefully the day that we win that first Super Bowl. That's a one in a lifetime experience, bro. All those
Yeah.
Cardinal fans. Es cuando yo era un big fanático del fútbol y Ecuador la primera vez que calificó al mundial. It was the craziest thing, man.
Right.
That first time that we made it
And
to
that
the
was
World
just
Cup.
what, a few World Cups ago,
Yeah,
right?
it was maybe 15, 20. I have uncles that died. I
And
didn't
they
get
got
see
to
that.
the knockout.
Family,
Didn't
right?
they? They got to the knockout, didn't they?
No, that was Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Yeah. No, we just barely
a
to
few
the
years
first round.
ago.
No, that was Uruguay in the World Cup. Yeah.
Oh, I thought.
No, we're still first rounders, right? Pero te digo que esa experiencia that I hope to be able
Right.
to live through when the Cardinals make it, man. It's gonna
Yeah,
be awesome.
I mean, the World Cup, you know, is huge.
Yeah.
All right, so favorite family activity, you kind of already hinted at it.
Yeah, man, tailgating and los domingos en la casa de la suegra. So, creo que somos una familia muy unida, gracias a Dios. Y los domingos cuando se puede estamos con la familia y como hasta cuando no me alcanza. Y
Cocina rico la
cocina
suegra.
la suegra. Y pues creo que es algo que y acampar, a veces vamos a acampar con mi suegro. Y pues la familia, para nosotros todo es familia, ¿no? El tiempo libre que nos da,
Right.
lo pasamos muy bien en familia.
Perfect. And then, do you ever hit the snooze button?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sure do, man. Not always, but if
Well,
sometimes
sometimes
you have
need
to,
to
bro.
warm up to wake up.
Yeah,
Right.
sometimes
That's
you
what I
have
call it. You got to warm up to wake up.
Yeah.
So it just
Nothing-
does the nudges, and then finally, you know, you're able to.
Nothing wrong with that. Like sometimes I just wake like this morning. I was up at 3:30 in the morning, bro, and went for a run. And I mean, for a walk, because I can run right now. Bread, and otros días me levanto a las 8.
Right.
Todo depende.
A little bit of coffee and all
Yeah.
good stuff. All right. So a fun fact about you, Carlos.
I think a lot of people don't know this, but this is something that I'm very proud about. I won a gold medal in swimming in high school in '97. All city. I was an all city champ on the 200 free style.
Right. 200
4
freestyle.
years to do that, and we had a lot. I don't know if that's a fun fact, but
It's a fun fact that you can swim.
yeah,
swim really well.
that I was a bit. That I'm
Yes,
actually
good.
still a pretty decent swimmer. So
Una gold medal. Good.
yeah, man. I was,
All right, let's and we're just winding down the show. We always like to end with a good story.
yeah,
So if you want to share a good story, it's a special moment, a funny story, you name it. So give
all
us
right. So
give
you
us all
said
one
you
story.
said no teary-eye story, but I'm
No,
gonna try
you
because I
can do
think this was
teary-eyed.
this
Anything
is a
that's a
very
good story.
powerful story that happened to me about 14 years ago. That really changed my perspective about what it meant to be an American, right? So I was selling life insurance business to business,
Right.
and I met this gentleman who I think he was a white gentleman, and he told me, you know what it is about Latinos? Is that you guys, nothing represents the American spirit more than our experience. Because nothing represents the entrepreneur spirit more than our experience, right? The person that leaves their country, leaves everything behind, comes here, builds a business and creates jobs. He's like, that's right there is the core. That's what America is. So I don't know, man. That really was an empowerment moment for me, and it changed my perspective. I don't know, gave me a big sense of responsibility behind, like, yeah, it's true, man. It's crazy how our community fucking leaves their countries, places that they don't know, to come here, learn the language, establish a business, and then succeed. So I think that's a story that I like to share always.
Right.
I don't know, man.
And you're the
A
embodiment.
lot of times we have to see ourselves in that space.
Right.
And the value that we bring to this country, man.
Right.
It's tremendous as Latinos. And
And
Latinas.
no, it's beautiful. And any closing remarks, Frankie?
No, pues
Alright,
qué bueno, muchas gracias, Carlos.
A ustedes,
La verdad, estar aquí un tiempo y aprender, son pocos minutos, pero aprender contigo de lo que se hace y de lo que hay aquí es muy valioso para nosotros. Y como es valioso para nosotros, creemos que es para nuestra comunidad. Y eso es lo que hace NextGen, ¿verdad? NextGen no solo vendemos casas o compramos o trabajamos eso, sino queremos dar algo a la comunidad. La comunidad es la que nos ha hecho grandes. NextGen es una compañía que tiene pocos años y ha crecido a ser una de las compañías de mayor crecimiento en Arizona, ¿verdad? Con agentes sobresalientes, ¿verdad? Que son de los top de Arizona, de la nación, de todo eso. Entonces, ha sido trabajo de un equipo, pero de la comunidad. Entonces, queremos darle a la comunidad información, a todo lo que les pueda servir, que la gente a veces no conoce, ¿verdad? De dónde puede ir a asistirse, a apoyarse, crecer. Y esa es la idea de lo que es NextGen en la comunidad.
Y pues yo quiero felicitarlos porque ustedes están cambiando la industria, pues. porque ustedes saben que a veces nuestra comunidad está expuesta a mucha gente que no los tratan como se merecen y yo veo que el equipo de liderazgo, la marca, todo lo que hacen ustedes es real al compromiso comunitario que tienen. Porque eso es la parte más importante de la historia inmigrante, es esa compra de la casa, ¿no?
Claro.
O la venta o financiamiento. Entonces, le quiero pedir al público que por favor sigan apoyando a esta gran organización, porque son parte de esta comunidad y yo sé que el espíritu y el cariño que ustedes les dan a sus clientes es único.
Claro.
Y a todos sus partners, no solamente los clientes. Yo como profesional trabajando working with you has been amazing, bro, and it's an honor for me because I know how careful you are with your relationships and how careful you are with your brands and the amount of time that you take to get to know someone and make sure that they're in alignment with your values. That's
Right.
tremendous, bro. So
No, I
for me,
appreciate
that's an honor for me to be part of this show. And
No, and again,
that
thank
you may
you.
have continued success, my man.
no, thank you.
All right.
Thank you for coming, Carlos.
Okay?
And,
Gracias.
you know,
Muchísimas
again,
gracias.
it's been an honor here, being able to share your story with everybody, being able to have my Brody Maximus here.
Brother
to my
Maximus
right.
and Brother Superior.
And,
Los Brodys.
and we look forward to continuing to bring you, you know, at the end of the day, we want to bring value
Yeah.
in our show. We don't want to just talk about real estate just to sell you a house, just to sell your house. You know, for us, it's more than that. Real estate is way more than that, and we're honored and we're proud to be able to welcome friends, partners like you to the podcast Next Gen in the community. And, you know, I'd like to give you a little
Yes.
gift here. So I'd like to give you a Next Gen hat.
Appreciate it
It's
very
slightly
much, man.
used. I golfed in it like
It's all
3
right, man.
times,
It's got
but
the-
it's already dried out and
Está
whatnot.
bueno,
So
está
no, I'm
bueno.
just kidding. It's new.
So give me the good golf
It's
tips.
a new hat.
Hopefully I
So,
have my golf game, brother. Thank you
thank
so
you,
much,
my
man.
friend.
I really appreciate this.
So there's a nice Next Gen hat for you. So again, everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this podcast. You can find us also on YouTube. So we'll publish this video on YouTube, and you can continue to enjoy it. So on behalf of Omar Robles,
Frank Navarro.
Carlos Velasco.
thank you so much for joining us. God bless, and we'll see you guys next week. All right,
my
that's
man.
it. So let me
Nos estamos despidiéndonos aquí.
let's go eat some
Cool.
tacos.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? Let's get going. I'm gonna take a taco to go, bro, because I have a lunch in there too. Hey man, that was awesome. So are you gonna